My new house was perfect, or so I thought. Great neighborhood, friendly people, and a nice little garden. The only downside, the HOA, or more specifically, the HOA president, who we'll call Karen. From day one, Karen made it her mission to make my life difficult. My grass was a quarter-inch too long. My mailbox was the wrong shade of beige. My welcome mat was too welcoming. You name it, she had a complaint about it. I tried to be neighborly, but it was like talking to a brick wall with a clipboard and a very sour expression. One morning my world turned upside down. My best friend, who happens to be the mayor's daughter, came over for a visit. We were just catching up over coffee when she suddenly clutched her chest, her face pale. She was struggling to breathe. I panicked and immediately called for an ambulance. They said they'd be there in minutes. Every second felt like an hour as I tried to keep her calm. Finally, I heard the sirens approaching. A wave of relief washed over me, but the sirens got closer, and then they just stopped. Right at the entrance to our gated community, I ran outside and saw the unthinkable. Karen's car was parked sideways, completely blocking the gate. She was standing there, arms crossed, arguing with the paramedics. I sprinted towards them, my heart pounding in my chest. "What are you doing? Let them through," I screamed. Karen just sniffed and looked down her nose at me. "All unauthorized vehicles must register 24 hours in advance," she said, as if reciting a sacred text. "This is a private community. We have rules." I couldn't believe my ears. "It's an ambulance. Someone is having a medical emergency." The paramedics were getting frantic. "Ma'am, we need to get through now. This is a life or death situation." Karen didn't budge. "Rules are rules," she repeated, a smug little smile on her face. "You should have planned your emergency better." Desperate, I tried to reason with her, plead with her, but she was enjoying her power trip way too much. The paramedics were on their radio, calling for police backup to forcibly remove her car. More delays. More precious time lost. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, a police car screeched to a halt behind the ambulance. An officer jumped out and took one look at the situation. He didn't waste time arguing. He ordered Karen to move her car immediately or face arrest for obstructing emergency services. Seeing the officer meant business, Karen's smug expression finally crumbled. She reluctantly got in her car and moved it, muttering about how she was going to report everyone for disrespecting her authority. The paramedics rushed to my house, got my friend stabilized, and whisked her away to the hospital. The next few hours were a blur of worry. Thankfully, the doctor said she would make a full recovery, but they also said that the delay could have been fatal. When the mayor got to the hospital and heard what had happened, he was beyond furious. He wasn't just the mayor. He was a terrified father who had almost lost his daughter because of one person's insane power trip. The next day there was an emergency HOA meeting. It seemed the entire neighborhood had heard what happened. Karen walked in, expecting to be praised for upholding the rules. Oh, how wrong she was. The mayor was there, and he did not hold back. He calmly but firmly laid out how her actions had endangered his daughter's life and violated multiple laws. He presented affidavits from the paramedics and the police officer. The other HOA board members looked horrified. Karen tried to defend herself, babbling about bylaws and regulations, but no one was listening. One by one, our neighbors stood up and shared their own stories of Karen's ridiculous enforcement and harassment. It turned out I wasn't the only one she had been targeting. The floodgates had opened within an hour. The board held a vote. Karen was not only removed as president, but she was kicked off the board entirely. The vote was unanimous. The aftermath was glorious. The community hired a professional management company to handle the HOA, one that understood the difference between maintaining standards and bullying residents. The atmosphere in the neighborhood changed overnight. People started smiling at each other again. We had block parties, kids played in the street, and my welcome mat was complimented for being so welcoming. As for Karen, the last I heard, the mayor's office was assisting the district attorney in pressing charges against her for obstruction. She ended up having to do a massive amount of community service and pay a hefty fine. She eventually sold her house and moved away, unable to handle the shame. Sometimes, karma doesn't just knock on your door, it arrives with sirens blaring. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories.